Da se očuva. Ok, da li se očuva? Ovo mi sad pokazuje da se čuje. Nova test. Znači, jedan ok, sad se čuje. Aj sad pokušaj, sad slušajmo ovaj link, aj pokušaj s ovim. Ne znam što je nešto zazalo, vrati malo pre. Jedino ovaj link. Šta je ovaj link? Ide, poslati ti link do... Da imamo pošli neki link. A? Ide, poslati link, ajde sam da radi zvuk, zato što meni ti drago. Ok. Viže sad, gledaj, kad ja ukočim, sad bi se sam isključio zvuk da se ne... Sad, gledaj, kad ja ukočim, sad bi se sam isključio zvuk da se ne... Sad, gledaj, kad ja ukočim, sad bi se... Ali ne radi na ovom prvom linku, nego na ovom drugom. Aj samo probaj, aj zađi se moliti testi da idem, podnešam 15 puta link. Radi. Izvini, molim te 5 minuta, stvarno ne znam što sam. Ok. Uviđu. I sad ćemo pošljamo samo novi link tamo, ono. Isto ide ovdje. I kada što znači da sve što se tehnikom da pođe loše? Branko Arsić. Možete nešto čujete, super. Ne znam šta znači što mi tako. To nije ovaj. Možda da još jedan, ovaj to nije. To će se pogledati da taj ti jeste tako. To je to. Da, nema jedan komentar. Ja sam nešto da bi prvi komentar. Deporting si je tako. A to je tako. Moram. Izvinjam, we are sorry for being a bit late. We had a technical issues. We will just wait for additional 5 minutes just for other people to join us. Okay. Čisto ćemo ti počnemo sve da... 2 minuta sam se posao sam da se priključim. Nijesu posao sam. Sad smo. Ćao, aj sve. Možete tamo kreneš sad. Ok, onda uključim tamo. Niste sad uključim tamo. Ok, pratite mi kada što čuje se nečega.
Hello everyone, I hope you can hear me. If not, please state in the comments and we'll fix the microphones again, hopefully. So, welcome to the presentations, the official presentations for the Datathon. My name is Stefan and I will be sort of your host today. I won't take long before Predator from Raiffeisen comes here. I'll just give you a few guidelines right now. So, as some of you have seen, you can freely use the entire comment section for any questions that you might have, and we'll try to respond all of them that we can. First off, as I said in your emails, all of you will receive all of the data sets necessary as soon as we get the NDA signed. So if there are some teams which haven't signed the NDAs yet, please just make sure to send all the documents as soon as possible. Next thing, the winner will be chosen by looking at both the global case from Raiffeisen and also the regular case either from VIP or UNDP. So they both carry the same weight. So you need to do both equally well in order to have the best chances of winning. All of the tasks, all of the solutions will be judged by experts from companies. So your Raiffeisen case will be directly judged by Raiffeisen employees who are best suited to judge that and who know the problem inside out. So there's no need to worry about that. And also, we will know the winner approximately up to 2 weeks after the entire competition. So we'll need some time to process all the solutions and to make sure that the best team actually wins. And all of your awards, which you will get, those will come after that, like another 2 weeks after the winner is known. So that's it from me. Also, just an important thing, please don't share the data you receive with anybody except from your team members, because the data is confidential, and you can get in serious trouble if there is a data breach or something leaks or similar. So please don't do that. And I wish you all good luck, and may the best team win. So this is Petar. He's from Raiffeisen, and he will take it from here.
Hello everyone. Just a second please to set up the presentation. Before everything is set, I will just introduce myself. My name is Petar and I work as Advanced Analytics Specialist in CRM department within Raiffeisen Bank Serbia. And actually, the case which will be on this global Datathon is from CRM department, and that's why I will be here to explain you what is behind the problem. Okay, before it starts, do it manually. This is like agenda. I will talk about Raiffeisen Bank, couple of words about data science in bank, and mainly about this case which will be on Datathon. As you already know, Raiffeisen Bank is a part of Raiffeisen Corporation, which is one of the most biggest banks in the Central and East Europe. And of course, the bank is on the Serbian market for almost 20 years, serving at the moment around 800,000 customers, with more than 1 million of customers during the past 20 years. Bank has wish to become more data-driven in the upcoming years. And therefore, we are investing a lot of our resources in order to develop our bank in more digital manner and to apply data science and advanced analytics, so we can become even more efficient and to play better with our costs and to involve our customers and to enlarge their satisfaction. So that's why we have a lot of customers today, and you know that with such number of customers, we deal with a huge amount of information and data, so there is a lot of space for data science implementation. I will just say a couple of words about existing use case from data science fields which we have in Raiffeisen Bank. I'm not sure whether you can see this from this web camera, but I will just say a couple of sentences for each of these use cases. For example, we are doing churn prediction or predicting which customer will leave our bank or stop using some product. We are doing income prediction or predicting which customer, for the customers who are not primary customers of our bank, we are predicting by looking into their transactions, what is the amount of their salary and how we can offer them a superior banking experience. We have customer journey as a use case where we monitor each customer and see in which phase of his life and relationship with the bank he is currently. We are calculating lifetime value, so we can segment our customer base, so we can know which customer will bring additional value to the bank in upcoming months and years, and which customer is in the final phase of his relationship with the bank. We are predicting channel preference for our marketing campaigns, so all the customers have some characteristics which lead that some customers do not like some channels for communication while others do like. So we should predict such things so we can maximize the impact of our campaigns. Then we are doing customer segmentations and profiling in various ways. So we are actually looking into our customer database from various sites in order to emphasize some customers' behavior, whether it's business segmentation or lifestyle segmentation or any other type of segmentation. Then we are tracking customer migrations from segment to segment with the aim to stop and prevent the sliding of customers from more valuable segment to segments with lower value. And we are also dealing with some new unstructured big data. This is very important, and I will come to that part later. But why we are talking about this? We know a lot of things about our customers. We are collecting demographic data. We have all transactions they made in our bank. We have their product usage. We have how they use their mobile applications, internet banking, and so on. But now we are also introducing some new unstructured data sources like chatbot. Since the Raiffeisen Bank is one of the first bank actually in a Serbian market which introduced artificial intelligence, so we have a new channel of communication with our customers, and we are also dealing with those new data in order to gain better insights about our customers' needs. Then we are also collecting information from website visits, from social networks, and so on. Everything with the purpose to gain as much as possible of new information which we can use in all of these use cases, so we can be even more precise in defining what our customer needs, what are the needs of our customers, what they don't, which services they do like and which services they don't like. Also, there are a lot of other use cases, mainly from let's say risk side, like early warning systems, fraud prevention, scorecards, and so on. I intentionally skipped the first use case from this slide, which is called the next best offer. That use case is really important for today's talk because the Datathon use case is somehow aligned with this next best offer use case, which we already have in Raiffeisen Bank. Next best offer is, let's say, algorithm which consists out of X algorithms for each of the main products the bank is offering to the customers. So let's say that the bank has, for example, 5 main products: cash loans, credit cards, overdrafts, current accounts, deposits, and so on. We are trying to see which of these products suits the needs of our customers. So we are customer-centric, and we are building a machine learning model for each of those products, so we can get propensities that the customer will actually buy a specific product in some next time period, let's say next 6 months. So next best offer as an entire model actually is combining those propensities from various machine learning models and from various products on the customer level and gave us one value or just one product. What is the product that the customer will probably buy in the upcoming months? So this month, based on the previous behavior and based on the machine learning models insights, we say that specific customer will probably buy cash loan. But maybe in 3 months, we will see that now models are performing in a different way compared to the previous period of time, and then we will say that the customer will probably buy some other product, let's say credit card. So next best offer is really important because it is the main driver of campaigns which are triggered from CRM, and from those campaigns, bank is actually making a lot of profit from and gross income. So the best as this next best offer as entire model will perform even better if we have some additional data and features which we can involve in that models, and so we can be even more precise and accurate when predicting what is the next product that customer will need. And now I'm coming to the case which we introducing for this Datathon. It is all-start predictive modeling for new-to-bank customers. I will just start here to explain a bit this title. When I say new-to-bank customers, we are talking about completely new customers from the bank perspective. Those are the customers which don't have any product, and we don't have any historical information about those customers. Especially, it is very important for the first, let's say, 3 to 6 months of relationship with the bank. And in that period of time, those customers actually cannot get some specific and customer-centric offers from our side because we don't know so much about them. We have to wait actually for, let's say, 6 months before all those models I mentioned earlier in next best offer can gather sufficient amount of information so we can make our predictions accurate, and we can, based on transactions and previous product usage, we can say what is the next best product for such customer. So we are presenting this use case for the Datathon because we are now aware that there are a lot of let's say open source third-party data available online or on internet. We want to understand what are the customers' needs. We do that, let's say, quite well for the existing customers. But when it comes to the new customers, we have to wait some specific period of time before we can be sure what is the next best offer for such customers. Therefore, we think that by introducing third-party information which customers is actually leaving on internet, or let's say digital footprint of our customers, we can significantly improve not only the existing models, but even to build this new set of the predictive models for the customers who are actually new to bank. So, when the customers enter our branch, he usually leaves just some address information, email address, phone number, and that's it. And we know that there are companies which are actually using such information to see what is the digital footprint of the customers online, whether that information can be linked with some geolocation, Google Maps, Google Places, or whether that phone number can be connected with some database, yellow pages or whatever, or maybe even by the address of the customers, we can see that there is some official statistics which can show us that that place where customer is living give some additional insights about those customers and what we can do with them. So we think that that data enrichment can actually help us a lot in the first months of the relationship with the bank, because we will be able to build new-to-bank next best offer, let's say, module, and also by combining those features with the traditional one which we already have in our database, we will definitely be able to improve accuracy and offering even better products to our customers. Yes, so that's actually logic of this use case we are presenting to you. We will also give you the data set of our existing customers for the period of time of the first, let's say, 18 months of relationship. So you can see what are those traditional information we already have in our bank. how the customers are behaving, and how you can connect those information with the possible third-party sources online. We are actually splitting our use case to two parts, and I will explain you briefly how we saw that. Based on those traditional data sets which we provided for this datathon, you will be able to see what are those features that we are dealing with in our machine learning models for the next best offer, and you will be able actually to build some new features and to play around with the data and see what are we dealing with at the moment. The first part of the use case actually will be to build machine learning model to predict probability that customer will buy cash loan. We don't want you to build entire next best offer model, but we are now just focusing like proof of concept, how it will looks like to build machine learning model to predict that customer will buy cash loan in the first months of relationship with the bank. Actually, it can be 3 to 6 months of the relationship, and that's why this data set is actually aligned with this task in the use case. Once you have that machine learning model, you will already know which data we have and how our customers are behaving, and in that part you can start thinking about the second and maybe the most important part of the use case is connecting our data with third-party sources. Unfortunately, due to GDPR, we are not. There is no possibility that we give you actual addresses, names, and emails of our customers. So that's why it's up to you how you will get those third-party informations and features. The more features, the more third-party sources, the better. So it is expected actually that you build code which will be user-friendly and in ideal case plug and play. So I will just give one example. You build code which is extracting information from a specific API or internet address, and you gave us that code, and we just need to put in that code table with our customers, with their emails or phone numbers, whatever, and we will get those features you developed. So the second part will be just building the code which is user-friendly, easy reproducible, and is gathering and building as much as possible features for data enrichment in the previous section. The third part of the goal is actually to conceptualize this story or to make presentation which will tell us how you see connection between first and second part. What you would do if you have the opportunity to come to Raiffeisen and work for, let's say, 3 months, how you would proceed with this solution, how you would connect these third-party sources with our data, and how you would actually proceed with this next best offer improvement and data connection and enrichment. I will also explain how we will evaluate the final solution. So we have, I said, 3 main pillars, but actually we split that into 4 groups of points. First group is solution accuracy and explanation, and this is actually connected with the first task where you should build machine learning model for the existing traditional database which we offer for this datathon. You will actually explain which technique of machine learning did you choose, which new features you developed, why did you choose that solution, what is the technology process behind it, explanation of the results, and so on. And that part will get 35 out of 100 points. Second part is code reusability, and is actually connected with the second part of the datathon, or building those new features for third-party online sources. So, is the code development platform open source? Is the code fully developed, automatized, and ready for use? So, in ideal case, we will get code which will bring us some new third-party features which we don't have at the moment in the bank, and that will tell us a lot about our customer behavior online. And code should be really reusable and easy to use in our premises when we get it. Third-party sources, and sorry for this code reusability, 20 points. Third-party sources, number of different third-party sources. What is the reasoning behind choosing concrete third-party sources? What is the strength of the third-party sources model? So we actually want to have a lot of new features which are really strong and which will tell us something about our customers which we don't know at the moment. That part will get you 25 points. And the last is the presentation, communication of findings and future steps. So, as I already said, what would be the future steps in the development and how would you integrate Raiffeisen data and third-party source data step by step if you had direct access to our real data on our premises in the bank. And that is 20 points, giving in total 100 points or 100% of this use case results. So that's actually that. We want to, in one sentence, we know a lot of our customers. We have a lot of data already in our systems, transactions, products, mobile using, and digital appearance. But we don't know what are the customers doing apart from the bank. Actually, we know that every one of us is using a lot of social networks, Gmails, and so on, visiting places, check-ins, and etc. So there are some meaningful information which we can extract and use for our machine learning models, not only for this next best offer and new to banks customers, but also in all other use cases which I already mentioned in the previous section, like churn, profiling, segmenting, and etc. etc. So, Stefan, if there are some questions, I will be glad to answer to them right now.
There actually is a question.
Okay.
So, Miloš asks, will the machine learning model in the first part of the evaluation be tested on unseen data, or will there be any other objective method of testing? So will it be tested against unseen, or is there other method?
No, there is no unseen part of the data. You can test it, and because you can test it on the existing data by splitting into two parts or whatever you like. We will definitely compare accuracy of your models, but the main point of this entire the case is actually gathering of third-party information. The first part is actually just for you to let you know which data we already have and how you can utilize those data and later connect with the third-party sources. So we are not so focused on that part of the objective, but more on the second one. So you can test your data on the existing data set by splitting it, and that's it.
Okay. So guys, are there any other questions? Because you can ask them later, but later on we will have a harder time to reach Predrag because other companies will be here. So feel free to write your questions now in the next 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll come back if there are any questions with some answers. So thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just one information. The web presentation will begin pretty soon, so stay here with us.
Yeah, 5:50 like we scheduled. There will be with the presentation. After that, we're going to follow with the presentation of UDP case. So if you are the second case that we are solving, it will be UDP or VIP, not VIP. You can just listen to the presentation that is meant for you. But like I said, I would like to thank Predrag for his time and for explanation. Also, like I said, I'm pretty sure that because of this concept of the Datathon, that you will have 10 days to look into data, and I believe that the first expo session will be very extensive, and possibly like Predrag will have a lot of things to talk with you about. But that's why we use this form, so you have 10 days basically for start exploratory data analysis and to try to get to the finish line before starting working very hard code in 36 hours. So stay with us, and we'll come back in very soon, in 15 minutes. Hello everyone. We will start very soon with the continue with the case presentation. But that's mean we are revealing the cases. The next one will be we have representatives of WIP and for the one from the Slovenia participants, it's A1 group. So basically, it's like Serbian and Slovenian parties. I think it's the same company. Like you have the same.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So basically, we'll just check if the sound is all right.
It's audible.
What?
Yes.
It's okay. Okay. Nice. So we'll start. Before we start, just one sec, or just one announcement. But the people from Raiffeisen, if you have any additional questions regarding, you didn't think about what Predrag was presenting them, just write down in the chat or send to us the questions by tomorrow, and we will send back to them. Also, we'll do this same with maybe somebody doesn't like during presentation, he didn't like notice something and he wants to ask, so we'll just send you tomorrow questions if there's some additional. So when we reveal the cases, the next we will just bring you back the information, and after that on the Datathon itself we will get to the active session that we can talk a bit more. So I will not take any more time, so I will give the case to WIP. To
Hello everybody, thanks for being today with us. We are pretty informal here, and I will present you our task and evaluation criteria and data sets, but I'm not aware if you can see anything presented on this screen. So just to have only video.
Ne, baš je lepo.
A kako je Rajf prezentovao samo task?
Imali su PowerPoint sa ovog tako da su nam tu dodali evoluciju.
So I will present our task in a few sentences, and after that I will show you data sets and attributes we planned to give to competition teams. Task is handset recommender. We are a telco company and we want to recognize relevant customers' need for the next handset purchase. We want to recognize customers' need and preference based on previous handset purchases and customer behavior during our relationship. Your task will be to create handset recommender model, which will predict list of top 2 recommended headsets per customer. So we expect from you to create 1 or 2 different models. First one is best buy. That means for our current portfolio handsets, we want to have probability that customer will buy some specific handset model. We need ranking metrics for every phone from portfolio. Second model is buy hype. So this should be based on external data, not from our current portfolio. We would like from you to find some open data, GSM Arena top 10 list or YouTube Analytics to find top 10 ranked handsets at the moment, and then to create probabilities for those phones and for our customers. We expect from you to create models in Python or R. We expect from you to deliver us matrices, and format will be presented in this file. We will share this with you tomorrow morning. And we are expecting the presentation of those models, so tools that you used, installations needed to run a model by ourselves, development methodology, what kind of explorations we did, what machine learning algorithms used, validation process, etc. In this presentation, we would like to see all metrics for every machine learning algorithm tested during development, and some other conclusions and recommendations, obstacles during development. Any relevant information should be part of this presentation. We will prepare 3 data sets. First data set will consist of historical customer data, handsets bought in the last few years during our relationship. And that means we will, for every customer, we will give you brand and price range, what he already bought. And second data is behavioral data relevant to customer status and life cycle preference, like customer tenure, brand, payment behavior, usage behavior as with customer. Third data is current WIP portfolio list. We will not provide external data, something that we named hype data, so we expect from you to find the top 10 handsets at the market at the moment and to rank them for our customers. And there is a list of attributes we will provide to you. Data sets about customer behavior and customer handset purchases can be joined with this unique identifier subscription ID, and there is a list of attributes also explained here. So I think this is there are core information about the task, and about the industry. Maybe you will feel more comfortable if you visit our site just to see if what is our current portfolio and how we set prices for the handsets and at the moment. And this is from my side, I hope. First part, and the second part is evaluation criteria. What we are planning to count. First is solution performance. I already mentioned that we expect metrics for every machine learning algorithm and ALG measures, and we will rank your solutions up to 25 points. The second criteria for evaluation is technical achievement. For every model that you develop, we will count with 15 points. Third criteria will be innovation. Does the solution introduce new ideas or methods, preferred solution, collaborative filtering, neural network, content-based, hybrid model, of those 3 methods, or any other machine learning algorithm that you find it's appropriate for our case. This is up to 15 points. Then we would like to have code delivered with clear comments and easy to reuse internally in WIP. We will score this up to 15 points. And then we will evaluate presentation. And we defined here criteria. Were the presenters able to articulate their findings and conclusions from their analysis? Any value add for the company spotted during development, and this will be scored up to 15 points. In total, 100 points. And that's from our side. And please feel free to ask any questions.
Yeah. So basically, like we said, if there is any questions, please feel free to ask. What we will do, like after this session is also over, like we said, we will send a presentation. This I think that we have a clearance need sent to every team. Also, this document already. So like I said, if even if you don't have question right in the moment, you may ask by tomorrow by 9 o'clock when we open the data, because like I say, by the preference of the competition, we will have like extra session from on the next weekend. So basically, we have 10 days to develop the solution by yourself. Maybe even to finish the solution by yourself, and when we have extra session, it will be finalizing the full structure. And on one side, on another side, we'll have extra session with persons from VIP or A1 who like it more actually to tell you more about the case. I will just give like if there is any questions regarding the case. Okay.
It's clear to everyone.
Yeah. Okay. That means clear to everyone. Okay. I would like to thank you for presenting. The next case will be revealed in for those who will solve the OneDP case. It will be at 6 o'clock. We will keep this link open. So if you're just go the presentation of the OneDP, like I said, it will start at 6 o'clock. So we can in the next 35 minutes we will have like just empty slots. So thank you once again, and see you again in 35 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. I don't know if you have anybody else. We have 5 people watching. That's cool. Right now, we'll just have one case more to present, and we will start in the next 5 minutes, just to connect with the presentation. Uh, it's there. Okay. So basically, the last case is a bit different than the previous 2 cases, which we had, let's say, pure data science, machine learning algorithms behind it. The third one is more data analytics visualization problem, and it's given by the UNDP, it's United Nations Development Program in Serbia, and it's focused on the open data that was released by the Ministry of Education and Science of Serbia. The case itself, it's very interesting because it is related to the individual learning plans. What are the individual learning plans? There are three subgroups of individual learning plans, and they are for the kids with a special need, let's say. The best way by saying that, that's not only meant with the kids with disabilities, but also with the kids who are like who are gifted. Like I don't know, there is like if you're gifted in a musical or for math or something like that, that you're getting into the third group. Basically, why is this needed? Why did we choose this as a case? Because it is part of the, let's say, movement Data for Good, which can give us, which can help us to get better results. What is the important thing to do to know? That you will get the case, you will get the data which are on English, and we had a lot of coordination with our Ministry of Education to translate the whole Serbian educational system to the English. On the first hand, on the second hand, you can use external data, as in the previous 2 cases also, to help you with getting the findings. The case itself, like what is the goal of the case? The goal of the case is to create a visualization that will help decision makers to create and decide to make a better decision and to make that decision much faster. So basically, the target group that you will be talking with or talking to be more precise, will be the employees of the Ministry of Education in Serbia. Why is this important? Because when we are talking about education itself, visualization itself, it's very important to know to whom we are addressing our findings. The case itself will have a few separate groups of evaluation also, and the solution itself will be consisting from 3 different parts. First part will be develop metrics. So basically, on the data that we provide to you, first task for you will be to create usable metrics that you think that can help people to get better decisions regarding the individual learning plans. Also, what will be part of that solution will be one, let's say, doc file, ODT, or some other open source file that you will explain briefly why did you choose that metrics, how did you develop, and what is the reason behind it. The second part of the solution would be the visualization itself, and it will bring the most number of points in the evaluation. And what is important with that thing is that you need to create the dashboards and to explain why did you create the dashboards. Basically, we will have like 2 or 3 maybe key three different aspects. The first aspect will be for sure aesthetic. It's very important to be aesthetic. Second one will be interpretability. So how can somebody interpret the data that you provided, and also interactivity. So if the dashboards are interactive and you can get and see some different data. In addition to this, you can also use any given data set that is also available on the English. For example, I don't know, Republic Statistic Office has all of the data of Serbia, has all of the data on English. For example, also open data like from Google Maps or something like that. That is also totally okay thing to do. I don't know, also accident report. I think that is also available in English. So you can also provide in the conclusion for itself. That is the second part, and basically what you need to deliver as a part of solution, you need to deliver to us the visualization itself or the link to the visualization itself. What are the acceptable formats of the visualization? It's any open source or something that can be used by public without a problem. For example, Tableau Public is also acceptable solution, but Tableau Professional, for example, is not, because it's not open source or it's not public tool that can be used by everyone. The third part of the solution will be a presentation. What will be included in the presentation? In presentation, you will need to include what will be the further steps that you would like to develop, and also additional number of points you can get if you can give your view. If there is some additional data that you would like to be collected, or you think that some data can be useful to create some additional metrics that can be useful for the development of individual learning plans. By saying that, that means that, for example, there is, I don't know, there is some information A that is not going to be measured, but you think that it can be cool to have it additionally, and that you think it should be measured, and you just need to explain to the people in the jury why do you think that is important, and what will be the usefulness of this data. Additionally to that, what is important to know is that the jury will be consisting from the people, from the experts from the UNDP, or in this matter, for the last 5 or 7 years, and also possibly there will be CIPRO team, which is also this matter, and the last part of the equation in the jury will be the people from the Ministry of Education and Science of Serbia, who will basically be the one who will be using the solution that you provided. Regarding not only the case, but regarding the evaluation, what you need to know, what is important to know, that like I said, your evaluation will be based on the experts, but not to the, let's say, also additionally somebody who is purely data science. So basically, like I said, the language that you need to use and preferably use in the presentation that you will be developing would be like servant, public servant, and the visualization, I think that will be also cool. So basically, like, this is in all of this information and the evaluation criteria you will get also, like we said before, for the previous 2 cases, you will get online after these presentations, and after that, like I said, tomorrow you will get the data sets at the 9 o'clock a.m. Also, like, if you have any questions, not right now, but in the future, just reach out to us, and we will send that to the representatives of the UNDP, who is a sponsor of this case. Okay, that is all from my side. I don't know if there is any additional questions regarding this, or do you think or do you have any kind of you need any kind of additional insights for this? So I just give 1 minute, maybe. Okay, if not, I will call Stefan just to close this opening of the cases, And for my side, I would like personally to thank you for being here with us for almost 3 hours. We have like a lot of team applied for this Datathon, and we are truly happy to. Several of us talk about it a bit more. We're truly happy to organize this kind of event. Thank you for applying and helping us in developing the data science community. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, again, thank you all for being here today and also for applying for the Datathon. And if you have any additional questions, like Alexander said, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll do our best to answer those questions or transfer them to the companies in order for them to answer them further. So, provided that you signed all your NDAs, you will get all the data released tomorrow morning. And we would like to wish you good luck on solving all the cases and on coming up with amazing solutions. So that's all from us right now. This live stream should stay online, if I'm not mistaken. YouTube should save it. But if not, you'll get all the presentations anyway. So that's it from us. And
also, just one additional question. If you have any questions regarding Datathon itself, just write to us at datathon@isn.rs. Basically, we will get you all the answers very fast.
So datathon@isn.rs.
You'll shift them in the post. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.